blessing that time in the airport of rest. The brothers gave me the fear, the promise of death. The work of my life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Clear police who make on you. I can't ask you to be venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And you no money. The more I know. And you love me. The more I know.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I wanna play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I wanna play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby. And I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh that time in the airports are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
The most 12 o'clock you see me here. Amos Sawyer, they having something. I'm going to the mosque and I brought my potato greens. So any kind of spray here, I know the medicine.
What is the potato green for?
You know. I'm on my way to the mosque.
Are you a Muslim?
Today, they having something in honor memorial of the Sawyer Foundation. Amos Sawyer. Amos Sawyer was a politician. Amos Sawyer, it was during his time, his interim government, when my husband, former Chief Justice, who was nominated to serve as Chief Justice, he's an activist. So I'm going there. You see, I brought my potato green. Oh, the last time when they sprayed me with tear gas, my boys on the street told me, say, raw potato green. So I went there. I had to come to the court every time to probate court. So I said, now leave it. I see the tea. So anything.
So will you be willing to join the legal team for COFA? Because you're representing him out there at the police station.
That's a damn lie. I was not representing him. I was representing him, the rule of law. That's why I don't have your girls interview me. Because you read, you learn, and you listen, you talk. They say, you say, I say, and I in the say.
But it's the same rule of law that continues.
To the mosque, 12 o'clock, you see me here. Amos Sawyer, they having something. I'm going to the mosque. And I brought my potato greens. So any kind of spray here, I know the medicine.
What is the potato green for?
You know. I'm on my way to the mosque.
Are you a Muslim?
Today, they having something in honor memorial of the Sawyer Foundation. Amos Sawyer. Amos Sawyer was a politician. Amos Sawyer, it was during his time, his interim government, when my husband, former Chief Justice, who was nominated to serve as Chief Justice, he's an activist. So I'm going there. You see, I brought my potato green. Oh, the last time when they sprayed me with tear gas, my boys on the street told me, say, raw potato green. So I went there. I had to come to the court Every time. For probate court. So I say now leave it, I see the tea, so anything.
So will you be willing to join the legal team for COFA? Because you're representing him out there at the police station.
That's a damn lie. I was not representing him. I was representing him, the rule of law. And that's why I don't have your guys interview me. Because you read, you learn, and you listen, you talk. They say, you say, I say, and I in the say.
But it's the same rule of law that continue. COFA is in it.
Please, if you got some kind of thing against or for COFA, leave me or not for me more, you go here, Titi Gabele.
Folks, yes, if you just joining us, sorry for the feedback and so forth. But again, we want to say a pleasant good evening to all of you out there, channel listeners. I know it's maybe afternoon or morning time from your end. The war is not easy. The war is stressful. I don't know, so many things going on. But again, how be it? I want to say a pleasant good evening. Welcome. Yes, yesterday we have some technical glitches. There are so many things been happening behind the scene, especially when it comes to the stream here. But how be it? Thank God that at least this network. Some of you don't even know what's going on. That's why we keep telling some of you learn the technologies. Because if you don't understand technology, you'll be thinking that life is cruel to you. But again, how be it? We are grateful. We are thankful to the Almighty Creator for making us to see this wonderful day, which of course is Friday. Someone said Friday the 13th. I don't know about you, but Friday the 13th, right? And you just listen to one of our oldies for goodie, Councilor Pierre Bamboo. In fact, giving our own side of the day, what's going on, some of the activities, some of the things happening. But today is Friday. What say you? Today is Friday. Steve will be here very soon. Monk or Bella State President Monk may likely join us. Mr. Cannon and all the rest of the team. I'm already seeing Ali Masare already be on the scene, and the rest of the team from Nima County, they will be, in fact, they will be here with us this evening to talk about some of the happening in Liberia. Good evening to all of you. Let me welcome a few of you. Robert, Fasula, Jack. Look, let me tell some of you. They're not very easy though. Some people get issues. They can easily solve. Some people get issues that can be solved, but they don't want to solve some of the issues. It's not easy. But thank God that you just listen to our own counselor. In my mouth, you will hear some of the things. Will I think get better or not? Look, let me bring Ali Masare on, man, so we can talk some of social issues. Ali, Mama, you have your face, man. I want you to be here, show your face so that we can see your face and talk about some of the social issues quickly before Steve and Mr. Connor and the rest of the team join us, my brother. But if you follow us, good evening from us here in Liberia. I don't know about you, Ali Masale. Maybe in the morning, it's in the afternoon time to the end. My brother, what say you? What's up?
Mayborn?
Yeah, my brother, I'm getting you though. I hope that you are not preparing some of the I don't know if I had to make it because none of them now some kind of thing happening. But go ahead, I'm getting you.
Hey, how you coming on, my man? How was your day yesterday?
Well, my brother, I'm stressed. Let me be frank, and in fact, let me confess. I'm stressed. I'm stressful. I'm stressed up, and so forth. The headache continue to go. Easy to live life, my brother, where you live in your own country and you're looking at a slave in your own country. Make some of us sometimes you can just create those kind of a headache because you got to take care of the family. But when no one to take care of the family, my brother, you will marriage. But go ahead, I'm okay. Thank God, at least alone I'm on the radio. That means I'm okay.
At least thank God, my man. Thank God for life. You okay? Yes. So our listening audience, good afternoon from my end. To our followers, Mrs. Saliu Masale, we are hit. Luckily, yeah. What What's the issue? What's going on?
Well, I don't know. You getting
What
me
is
because I'm lying.
I get you loud and clear. Are you not getting me?
Okay, I'm getting you now. I did much better. So I want
Mm.
you, if you're not talking, jump mute so that the other people will be able to get us, not that kind of my interaction and so forth. So thank you. I'm getting you, Aliu. But again, so many things happening in the nation capital, Monrovia. If in fact, let me just say this thing out that indeed they're holding and pulling between the government of Liberia and that of the four lawmakers that have been accused of the arson attack. That case has been transferred now to criminal court or A. I mean, in fact, the maneuver um, um, court, that means the yes, indeed, the first court that they were into, they were not able to go into error the happening, and they said that in fact there are issues that are supposed to be resolved, and some of the issues how to be transferred to criminal court A. So because of that, the case has been transferred to criminal court A. So on today, the four lawmakers, including the former House Speaker Jeff Kofa, they lost their case with the issue of dismissal because they wanted for the case to be dismissed. But unfortunately, the Monrovia City Court said no, we can't dismiss this case. This case can have some magnitude, so many things into the accusations, so forth. But we are not responsible for the criminals investigation and so forth. So we will transfer you people to criminal court A. So on today, that happened. So that means the government of Liberia and that of the four lawmakers that are accused, they have their case to be talked about, and we're watching the process, and the process is on. So far so good, my brother. We are moving good. Apart from you people on that side, when it comes to social issue, you know, I'm asking about the social issues, the issue of SATA quality, and what kind of quality is it? The other quality. Thank God my chairman is here. When my chairman has make a social issue. So I know the chairman is here now. I'm free to talk social issue. Those of you who were texting me, oh neighbor, how can you can talk social issues? The chairman is here now, so we can talk social issues. My brother, so Aliu and the rest of the team, so far so good. These are some of the happening. But when it comes to social issues, thank God that Steve Bode or Moses is here. So so many things happening when it comes to social maybe activities and so forth. But Steve, good evening, my dear brother, and welcome. Yes, I want to say though.
Yeah. Thank you for welcoming me. Thanks to everyone. Folks, it's good to be back on. Yesterday, we had some technical issues with StreamYard and other people, so there's no one who could have come on. That's why we didn't come on. We tried in the back end, Melbourne, Siku, and I, but it just wasn't going through. We didn't make it yesterday. That's why we didn't come on. But it's good to be back on. Melbourne, birthday went well. My birthday still continues. Thanks to all of you for birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Feels good. This birthday feels a little different, you know, but I'm grateful to God for everything. So, Melbourne, as always, I want to welcome the Liberian people. As always, the Liberian women are the most beautiful women on earth, and the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. Melbourne, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to look into. But since you want us to start on the social issue, I know I wasn't here from the beginning of the week, as usual. I really wanted to chime in on what's going on nationally. But let's get into the social issue, and I'll kind of cover some of the national issues that's going on. Well, let me announce that maybe Collie. I mean, what are you doing? Somebody. Oh, okay. I think Masari, when he unmutes, it gives a huge feedback. Maybe Collie has been listening to us, Melbourne, on the show, and I hope other men will follow suit with Collie. We have said this repeatedly. Sometimes people get there with us, but we are the truth sayer. We say as it is. We know that people might not like how we say it, but people respect us. And people follow us. And people acknowledge us. So at the end of the day, that's what we're all about. And we appreciate that. So Melbourne, in saying that, Collie listened to us. Collie has been following us. And I hope other Liberian men will take suit. I stand with Collie 100%, just so you know. Like I said on the show before, when and if these women misbehave, step your game up and get someone better than them, someone better looking than them, someone with better body. I'm not saying they might get a fake body than what they can get from Dr. Miami. That's not what I'm saying. But someone better than them, someone that look better than them, someone want to see they said they have a court. So I applaud my boy Collie. Sada, let Sada go explain to the women, the women who are supporting her. Let her go explain to them. Let them call a meeting. And I love the move Collie is on. You know, to be honest, I wish all of us men will be taking these kind of steps. When these women misbehave and they think they all that, leave them alone. In fact, when you step your game or step it as a big ball, don't bring funny level. When you go to the funny person, yeah.
My man, hello, happy belated birthday. You just flowing. I want to say happy belated birthday.
Yeah, my man, the birthday. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank
my man. At least welcome back. Many more years to come. Good health.
Yes. So, Chairman, for me, I want to ask you this question because actually we are being bullied. Look, I want to also take maybe 1 or 2 days about the whole marriage issue and so forth. We are being bullied times without numbers, especially with the married people, just because of some of the issues. Can we blame our women for the kind of more insults that we receive out there? Because mind you, by the time you're talking about marriage, people out there, they want to bully you, they want to insult you, they want to say all of the worst about you. And I saw a post from her. I tried to copy it, but no way. So I saw a post where she said also this is a woman, because of the woman, my man left me. In fact, he not even thinking that in fact that I'm married to him and so forth. So Steve, as a chairman for social activities, I want to ask you this question. We've been bullied on so many occasions, so many times. What the reason? How come we have been denigrated as a married people instead of us being respected? Who should we blame in this situation?
Well, Melbourne, I don't know about you. I don't want to generalize it on the people that are married. I don't know about you. But I want to say this to you and to everybody else that will be listening. I've said it over and over. Nobody who chooses to get married or who's in a, I don't know, they got different title, engage, serial relationship, all the title are stupid title anyways. All of them, all. At the end of the day, nothing's guaranteed in life. People who choose to have those different titles and feel that they're bullied, I don't know who's bullying you. So maybe we got to establish that. Who do you think is bullying you?
Good. Chairman, 30 seconds, please. That's a good question. You know, whenever things happen, even if you want to make friends, the father say, you marry me, you marry woman, you know, so the issue of marriage has not become issue or talk of the time that people want to bully you just because you are married. In fact, Chairman, getting married, I'm not married to any other person besides my wife. So how can someone be questioning me that, hey, boy, you know, you marry me? Is that necessary?
So basically, I think you are the problem, Igbo.
Okay.
I think you are the problem. And the reason you are the problem is if somebody tell you, oh, you marry, Then ask them, well, being married, that mean that you say something wrong with you?
No,
listen now, wait.
Yeah,
listen now, tell the person say they need to stay focused. Are they interested in you or they're not interested? Let them forget about what they marry or the time. What is the interest? So are you the problem? No, are you the problem? Listen now. If the person insists that they are interested in you, and that's what you are interested into, then it's up to you and you both are grown. But if the person is not interested because of their marital status, then you do walk away. Simple. Why you gotta be making that issue?
So Chairman, my point here is, why should the person remind me of my own thing that I'm into? Is that necessary?
But
sometimes see it like a warning to you. Maybe you carry certain conversation and the person trying to tell you, maybe you marry me.
Exactly.
Me not marry. So it's like a warning to you. They're trying to warn you. That's how I see it. It's not like a bullet. They're giving you warning.
But for me, I think I see that as a bullet. Because you can't do that, Aliu. Look, let me frank. I'm married to my wife. Only my wife have the full right to tell me that you know that you are married man. Granted, but Aliu, even you out there, you have no right to tell me whether I'm married or not.
No. Let me openly disagree with you. That's been disingenuous. Let me stand with the women and say to you, that's been disingenuous. Wait. Your expectations are unrealistic. The person or the people got right to remind you about your status. I don't think anything is wrong with that. I think in fact, if they want to remind you, nothing is wrong with that. I don't think you should take it personal. What I think is your ability to redirect the conversation. I think that's where you get problem. That's why you need some training and you're not strategic in that area. You understand? You're not disciplined in that area. Your ability to redirect the question.
No, yeah. Chairman, that's like even there's information about this side chick who are checking on her quote-unquote boyfriend who passed off. Allegedly though, we don't know yet. And the married wife have to screenshot everything and post the conversation or the message that the side chick was asking, how you doing? I've been asking about you, your health, and so forth, and you're not answering me. The wife had to post that information that because she thinks that she married to the man. And the problem here is, look, Steve,
let's go back. No, let's go back. Let's go back to something. First of all, I don't use that word I use, I don't use that word. People who choose to use that word, they choose to use it to dishonor other people or disrespect other people. I don't use that word. I don't believe in anything you call side chick or you call any other name you call. And now a woman is a woman. Let me establish that clear. For me personally, a woman is a woman. If a man chooses to be with another woman, I don't get no title for that. The same way with that other woman, the same way with the other woman. Did that story. In fact, sometimes, like I said the other day, men can be far better happy with other women than the women what they married to. But let's get to the issue. Let's get to the issue. First of all, the woman who claimed to be the married woman that came on Facebook, if that man was alive, I will ask that man to leave her. She's useless. She's a foolish woman. Let me say again, she is a useless and a foolish woman. Even in death, she is disrespecting her husband. What kind of serial-minded woman? Your husband passed away. You are supposed to be grieving. You said I ain't making plan for day by day. You serious? That's why I said she is a useless woman. If that man were alive, I would ask that man to walk away from her because she's useless.
Oh. And that's the point.
I'm being very honest with this because let me say this, Wilbur. Any woman who is married that goes and calls another woman that not in your home or that not married, that married woman is a useless married woman. That man should leave that married woman. Look, this is the problem in our communities, in our places.
And that's the bullying I've been talking about.
To be in charge.
Is that how you marry?
If you
the woman can be afraid because the married woman will act.
We can't be talking together. Let's talk one at a time. If you claim to be married and you suspect or you find something out, you as a married woman talk to your husband. Once you step out of that line and go call another woman, you have dishonored yourself as a married woman. Not only that you have dishonored yourself, I am saying to the man, that woman is a useless woman, leave her. Any woman, let me say it again, that marry or you clean, you marry, and you go call another woman, leave her. She's a useless woman. That married woman is not ready to be married. She shouldn't be married. You leave her. She's not ready yet. She is a useless woman. Yes, she has exposed herself to public ridicule and disgrace and disrespect. And whoever she calls, if that person chooses to disrespect her, that person has the right to do what they want to do. Yes. You don't go around calling other people. If that person that also that serious for choo. If they serious for choo, anyone come to your house and can't look for you. The fact that they didn't come in your space, the fact that they didn't call your number, leave them alone. And let me say this to the women, maybe I'm far telling about what to do. When you are married to a man, they're not your son, they're not your slave, they're not your personal property, you don't own him, and you have to understand that. You have to. You have to understand that. You are responsible for you. You're not responsible to protect your husband. No, you are not. You see this mentality where they teach you, whether they're in the church or in the streets or wherever, they haven't taught you guys the right thing. That you need to protect your husband. No, you don't need to protect your husband. Anytime a woman gets to the point where she feels she needs to protect her husband, she's the husband in that marriage. And yeah. And that's why you married a man. And the man's will protect you. If you feel that you got to be protecting the man, passing around with a phone and talking about kind of foolishness, you don't deserve to be a wife. You deserve to be sitting down somewhere and be passed in the community and be called single mother. Like a tattoo, the way you need to be. To become community property. This foolishness.
Thank you, Chairman. That's the point. Thank God that you regularly said some of these things, because let me be frank, there are a lot of men that go through this kind of thing in their home that you stated. Sometimes even the side chick out there or quote unquote the other woman out there can be far better. Give the man happiness, think about the man's life, and even want to see the man prospering than the woman at home. But just because sometimes you gotta get married. When you get married, whether it's the wrong marriage or not, we don't care. But the woman, look, some of you women, you do this thing. Yeah, I'll go ahead, my brother.
The problem here, if you want to get the best out of men, give him peace. Peace is all we want. When you give up peace, you're going to get the best out of us. But if you think you will give up pieces, you will not get the best out of us. And the whole Satan business, my man, there are so many women in this country that a man can take. And somebody leave from here, they go to Liberia, they bring you here. You will not put yourself together. I can understand. For somebody to take the high-end money, they fire in for you, they do everything, they bring you here. And when some of our sisters, they come here, then their friend, thank God. My man, when you come in this country, say you have to be very careful. Even as a man, the kind of friend you associate with. And most especially, sometimes you can be surprised because we in the country, I tend to be corrected, but for me, I have never seen Ghanaians, Sierra Leoneans, Togolese to be on social media with their life history, their relationship matter. Under our Liberian people that I have seen, I already know. So these other people don't have problem in their relationship. Under our Liberian sister, the whole day, their relationship matter on social media. Men then here, they will live. But we the men that we bring women in the country, say you can't see men that carry on the drama. But under our sister, when they bring you here, you tend to slave to them. I already know. But that's it. Just one thing I know,
yes.
Woman, when you want to get the best out of men, give me peace. But if you give me peace,
your
calabu will be your watching, your rebel.
Yeah, so somebody posted something. Let me respond to what let me agree with a woman, our sister Rachel. I will not use the words that you use there, but I'm saying to Rachel, I agree with you, Rachel. If a woman feels that, same thing with women, or men is all over and he don't deserve to be married, that's fine. Let me be honest with you. Most of our men don't want to be married. The idea of marriage is for you. That's your problem. They're not men. Who told you say men worry about marriage? Men that are not concerned. Let me tell you today, men, it's not marriage. It's not about that. The last thing on our list. We don't want that. No, we don't want that. Most men don't want to be married. Let me say it to you today. This idea of marriage is for you. So that I said to women, so you carry. But maybe let me say this. And I think it is fair also to balance this conversation to say to the men out there.
Yes,
and
because Chairman, before you conclude, because my point here is to admit a lot of us will be bullied. Even if you post, people say, "Oh, you marry me." Even if, you know, the thing now is becoming like people see this thing as they don't want to go into it just because the way our wives, the way our women, the way they are behaving. And let me be frank, all of the noise, all of the holding and pulling, all of the disagreements, all of the insults, everything comes from our women, come from our sisters, come from our mothers. So that's why people, the younger one now, or the younger men now who follow us, they are afraid because they don't want to be 100% controlled by the women. And then you just stated the women they feel that they have to control. No. So remember, we're going to say this thing out so that some of our people who live, who follow us, so that they can know that these things is not the way to be, or these things are wrong, that you want to control a man 100%. But go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, Chairman.
No, but I think the thing is simple. You know, me and Mark, we've talked about this before behind closed doors. Let me say this to everybody. One of the biggest mistakes we made in the churches and other places is we didn't teach the young people that marriage itself is a responsibility. It's not a trap. It's not a imprisonment. You know, I've heard people who say, "Oh, the Bible say we shall become one, so that means your phone and my phone." Okay, then let get one phone number now. And let me be holding the phone. I hear someone even going as far as saying I get one Facebook page. It's a waste of time, folks. Look, those things are not important. Let me say this. You know, the other time I had a couple who came to see me, and they said to me, you know, how do you think? Listen to the issue. How do you think we can save our marriage? And the first thing that came in with this Christian thing, you know, we're deciding to take time off to seek the Lord's face or whatever it is. So I said, can you guys please take as much time as you want to seek the Lord's face? I said, have you guys ever been seeking the Lord's face? They said, yeah. I said, okay, take more time to seek the Lord's face. As you seek the Lord's face, when you come by, your marriage will be worse. You will get divorced or you will get separated. I said, let me tell you what's realistic. Because after getting the background information, here is an issue. Here's the issue, Noble. What are all young men or middle-aged men? Until the women can understand, we do not like to be controlled. No, we don't. Let me say this to all the women. Let me tell you the secret for you to enjoy your life as a woman. That's why when you are getting in a relationship or you want anybody, forget about how the person looks, forget about the sexy, the six packs and all of that. It's not important. It doesn't add value. In fact, the last time I checked, people who do all that six pack thing, people who not get work to do. You so get serious thing to be people never go gym living. You ready get time for that crap? No serious man make got time for that thing. But that's the side point because I don't want to get into that. My recommendation to the younger women.
Chairman, see that comment coming from Arizona Boniface.
I come in. My recommendation to the younger women: if you choose to get married, if you ever choose to get married or be in a relationship, there are a few things you should look forward to. Look for stability. In other words, look for a responsible man that's able to take care of himself first. That's the first thing you should look for. A responsible man that is able to take care of himself first, not to take care of you. Let's not get it mistaken, because that's where you guys get it wrong. You are always looking for somebody to take care of you. That your parents will take care of you. And your parents die, it's okay, then go find a job. Your parents will be taking care of you. Stop looking for somebody to take care of you. That is not the prerequisite for relationships. No, they're not the prerequisite. You know, we'll say this thing, you'll get vexed. People say the person stingy. That's not it. When a man comes to talk to you, and he saw that you were taking care of yourself before he came to talk to you. The same way you used to take care of yourself before that man came to talk to you. Be taking care of yourself like that. So why would somebody come in your life and you just take your whole thing? They go as look, Melbourne, someone they go as far as they want you to pay their phone bill. The same phone that they're talking to another man, oh, they want you to contribute to the house rent. They play while you don't live. Oh. They want you to do that makeup, the false hair, the eyebrow, the toenails, all these things, right? Okay, when you finish doing all of that as a man, then the question becomes, what do you do for yourself? What do they do for you? That to kind of check your phone and stress you out later on again and say you're talking to other women after you've done all of that for them. But let's leave that because there's some women that will say they're independent. Great. Great. If you are an independent woman and the person who you are with is an independent person, great. That starts the relationship on a good footing. You need to check your attitude. Let me say this. Let me say this to women. Let me say this to women. All that small making noise and nagging in men ear or whatever it is, a turn off. Men, we don't like that. No woman, let me say this to you today. No woman should be worried about a man being with another woman. That should be the less of your worries because there is nothing you can do to stop that part of life. I will say it to you again, though. There is nothing you can do for a man to talk to another woman. There is nothing. If you choose as a woman to go talk to another man to bon voyage, go enjoy yourself. Nobody worry about that. But you leave this small noise. Secondly, my last advice to you, the women, especially the younger one, I'm talking about you 50 years old, you still calling yourself single mother, you wasting your time. You're not ready for life yet. If you 50 years old, you still passing around single mother title and you better, and you causing all men and say men are dogs, and you get 3, 4, 5 boys, guess what? You get a couple of boys. You get a couple of dogs in your house. Yeah, imagine you get 3 boys and you on Facebook yelling, all the men are dogs. Well, you got 3 dogs in your house. Let's start from the dogs in your house first. Then we can talk about the other dog in your house. Because that's what you'll do. You'll pass around, oh, men are dogs, men are useless. Oh, guess what? The 3 boys you got in your house, if you get a part living with you too, then you add it up that 4. If you get your uncle there, you add it up to that maybe 6 or 7. So you see, so if you handle those 6 or 7 dogs, maybe you have a lot of work to do. You see what I'm saying? So we need to understand that, right? Because I mean that's just what it is. But on a serious note,
yes, Chairman.
What I mean, in my point, I mean in this point. On a serious note,
point quickly.
Let me say this to all the women. Let me say this. Look for stability. Stability financially, stability mentally, stability health-wise. Stop putting yourself in a position where you're looking for men that will kind of do everything for you. Like your partner you're looking for. And maybe your partner to the house, go to him. Like he responsible that he born you. The second thing you must do as a woman, you need to be disciplined. If you feel the relationship is not working, it's okay for you to walk away. Stop being in one relationship, hoping that it will work and talking to 3, 4, 5 different men. Let me tell you something. We will accommodate you for a while as men, but we'll drop you later on. Because we cannot be trusted. If a man feels that you cannot be trusted with yourself, you can manage yourself. My sister, I don't care how much love that man got for you, he will leave you. And the time he will leave you, that the time you really want him to be with you. And sisters, let me announce to you, the guys that are in your inbox or on your phone texting you how you pretty and how you hot or whatever it is, my sister, the day that guy not is a wrap. That guy there, they're petting you. They fooling you. We can fool you to position you. Let me tell you today. We can fool you to position you. The day that God knocked, the subject will change. And when the subject change, you decide to come back now. Then the other man already found out what time it is. My sister, you become government boom and community property. Yeah. Me and my father here today. You won't get me.
To just add to you, let me be frank and let me just say this to some of our mothers, our sisters, our aunties and so forth, because Steve, there's a serious competition. I don't know whether you read yourself in that. Those women from maybe outside of Liberia who live in the US, they are the one now who are heavily, giving attention to men down here. I don't know whether you read yourself in that. When the woman in the US, so she say hi to men down here, you will be trembling. That's just simple logic. that we men too will go through a lot of things. And we need that somebody or that someone to survive on. That means it tells you that we men too, we need happiness. But some of you women, it's I still catching things like maybe you're not even understanding things.
Maybe
So
like
how
trap
come?
that they get a setting. That trap there, when they hear they talking to you, they pay more attention to you. That trap there, they setting for you. When they bring you
Yes.
here, then they ready for you now. They ready for you. You bring woman here, oh, that problem. Woman bring you here, oh, that problem. I don't really understand. And all that thing, and the thing that can make me vex about the girls there in America and other parts of the world, they will tell you, oh, call me so and so time because I'm working. But for you, you should just be answerable to their call. They call you, say you sleeping in a problem, you were another woman. Then they find out they ready to talk to you anyhow.
And that's the
And
point.
some people can tell that nonsense from them. You see,
That's the
you to
point.
tell me, say, wait, as you call you certain time because you working. So from here, I will not sleep. I got nothing to do. I should just be answerable to your call. When you call me, you get me, then I will not be there. You will see that talking.
Hey, my
Even
brother.
your mind and pal upon you. The way they can address you, that how they will address you. And some of those foolish men that will be taking it for them. That's why when they bring them here, they want to use them. When they refuse now, then they take them on social media. Because from the beginning, you agree to be used. Anytime she call you my answer, anything she says, sorry, baby, when you can't hear, you don't want to say sorry, baby. Then they take you on social media. Why you can't start, don't end it. That foolishness they can be doing, it's just too much. They bring you here, a problem, you bring them a problem. My brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They bring you
so
here
that
a problem, they bring
setting.
in a problem. So quickly before we transition, maybe we may let transition that I know some of you are enjoying the entire topic. But Chairman, let me be frank. This is disheartening. This is frustrating. Look, let me be frank. You know, people insult us, people bully us for no reason. So the two stories, Sada, she posted, oh, that for the girl business, my man leave me. And just imagine, oh, I'm a married woman. I'm looking for the post. I read that post, but I tried to search for the post. I'm not seeing it. You know, and that post from her, I don't even know how she was thinking or how she was feeling. Your mom and dad took good care of you so that you will be able to go out there to also have a very unique family and be able to take care of your husband and that of your children. But all you do is to insult your husband, to beat on your husband. What, you know, look, remember, another thing I just transition, remember, he said,
Yeah,
most
but
of our women, they are the causes or they're the cause for which all of the insults that we're receiving. We, the married men, let me be frank. The women are the ones that are disgracing us. The women, the married women out there, they are the ones that are disgracing us all of the time. Because they don't want to take out a home. When you want to find for by position, they get angry. And life had to go on. Even I was talking to them, maybe it's I can go, maybe put my life into a prison compound where I can shake. I want to see it. Some of you may regret, but I will not. Look, I'm saying that today on the radio that my wife, somebody asked me, maybe what you get married for? Because the woman I got married to, she listening. She know what's up.
no more.
So go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, Chairman.
Let me say to all of our sisters that are listening today again that let me announce to you that if you have any man in your life, I don't care what kind of relationship you get, and that man allow you to do anything you want to do, dress any way you want to dress, go out anytime you want to go out, do anything you want to do, it's a sign that you are dating a loser. And you yourself, you are a loser. No man that care about you will allow you or will want you to do anything or everything. That's not true. That's not true. Even your pa who care about you don't want you to behave a certain way. Even your pa. Think about a man who cares about you emotionally. Go think about it tonight. But that's aside the point though. Like my brother Masari said, if you get any woman, to my boy then, to the women in America here, if you get any woman who you call, if the woman call you because she's in America, and everything you say to her as a woman is yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, my sister, cut that relationship off. That man is a user. I'm telling you today, he's a user. He will come here, he will leave you. He only playing by the game. That's it. Anything he say yes or even you tell him say anything he can question nothing about you. Everything you say that day. First of all, men are not like that by nature unless they want to go by the flow. So I'm saying this to say, I'm not saying we men we are perfect. I'm not saying we the men we don't create the avenue for noise or for problems. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that a decent woman who got her hair on her shoulder, all this childish thing I see on Facebook, I see supposed you try I will date your pa, you try I will do the one, you break my heart, I will do the one, you do that one, I will do the one. My sister, please. We want you to do it. We want you to do it. Let me tell you something. A man can tolerate you for a certain time because what he want. When the time comes, you will walk away and we hear you move. So that you're wasting your time. We probably not worry about that thing. Yeah, we're not worried about that thing. We're not even concerned about that. So that being said, I would care less. It's sweet for Sata. All the women group there who are behind Sata when she was misbehaving on a young man, you need to go call women meeting. You go call women meeting. You go call women meeting. You go find men for Sata now. It's sweet for Sata. I support what a young man in call it Jala 100%, and I will support any man that will leave a woman that will misbehave. I will support you 100%. I stand with you. I stand behind Koli Jala 100%. All your Facebook talk show hosts and analysts who are talking foolishness, who are saying this and that the time that you're so, but you have to put together now solidarity. That the women put together go find men for Sadana, please. That the right time for you. You're laboring women who already dysfunctional. Some of you laboring women who are already dysfunctional. You got your own problem. You need to keep one man in your life. You don't pass around all in the community. That you passing around, like you should be talking in public. You everybody know you need the community, like you should be making noise. As a woman, you get no respect, you get no dignity in the community. That you should be talking. That you should be talking. All the crowd of body who hanging together, you been with all of them in a new relationship. You are not ready yet. You know, go find several seats and sit down. You know, go find fancy and sit down. That you misled Shatter. So if I let her my Bob, oh man. I will call you after the show. I let her call you bounce on her. I call you number when I told before. I will call you and tell you thank you. I will call you and tell you thank you. And shit for Sata, and I let her call you bounce on her. Next time you will behave yourself. And they follow they are coming. You will misbehave again. You remember all the people talking about say, they Father Day. You will see how many will spend Father Day. You will misbehave Father Day. You go misbehave. Y'all go misbehave on Father Day. Y'all go misbehave on Father Day. We're watching you. We're looking at y'all now. Father Day coming. Y'all go misbehave. Roof. Roof. You see, Roof all saying that Father. Roof. I know you'll make it happen. You buy, I trust you. I know that you understand the time. You'll make it happen. So I will. Certain people are not worried about that. I know that they know what time it is. But the Father Day will come here. Don't look at the woman in one protest. So.
Just see, I said to rappers, men saying that I follow them more. You care about us? I don't even see any post. So for us, we don't even worry about Ali Masade.
Yeah, the whole thing that was happening when Sata was humiliating that boy, insulting him, kicking him. How many women came out to speak to say, oh, the things Sata doing ain't good. So you wouldn't get time for your own feelings. You're not getting time because we by now woman born up. That complete hypocrisy.
But man, I say, call it my hero. Call it my hero.
Yeah, call it the right thing. Call it the right thing. If somebody will bring you here, you can put here. You bring the people here that problem, they bring you that problem. I don't know will bring you here, you give me problem. I will shape you by. Then I shape you, they continue that I can send back to
call it my hero.
That complete foolishness.
Call it my hero.
And some men, they can take that thing for the children from back home. Because they're sending them 1 or 2 cents. So every night they baby sorry. That's why when they bring them here, then they start to use them.
Call it my hero.
Don't sell your bread right to no woman in that place because they send you 1 or 2 cents.
So that means women don't really believe in love. Because they better
the people who don't believe in using you.
We the men, we want to love your business. Yes. But the women, they believe in transaction. Steve, Chairman, am I right?
Somebody say, Sada get mental problem. Yeah, but you get mental problem, why you won't be married? So you can kill somebody on a chat? Why? If you get marital problem, go take it and say, you don't need to be married. Because nobody got time for that. The poor woman got marital problem, who bring it to the table. I mean, that's what it is. But anyway, let's pivot to the conversation because I think I want to discuss something, you know, I think I want, before we go to the news bulletin, I want to touch on some of the things that are going on politically before we come to the political scene. First, we'll talk about it later on. Call it a people, you already know. Van, call it a people. I stand with it, man. Call it that my hero. Me, call it is my hero. I stand with call it every day. Call it that my hero. Let me tell you now, I stand with call it. And I stand with any man that will take that decision. Our life matters too. We the men, our life matter. Yes, our life matter. Nobody's stupid here. Yeah. I said, call it my hero. And I'm sending a clearing call to all men. As they misbehave, lead them. And when you lead them, upgrade. Be a big boss. Step your game up. Don't go be on funny load on funny people. Don't be in the same funny league. Lead that league. Go play in big league. What are you talking? Funny people in can be wasting your time. You know our life short. Everybody dying at a heart attack of frustration. Man can kill somebody because you get one funny person making no all day. Satana mentally okay, I'll go. But let's move on. Yeah, let's go to politics. You know, I get time for that thing, bro. Yeah, you know, I get time for that thing. I say it today. By the way,
in fact, you are the best chairman ever in my life.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to politics. You already know. So, you know, another thing I'm coming to on the show here. So this is what happening in our country. So this is what happening. Something serious happening in our country, you know, and it's sad and unfortunate. It's very sad and unfortunate. I'll say it. First of all, President George Weah, President Joseph Yuma Boakai, the wives are still alive. The wives, when they were president, benefited directly and indirectly from the government. Why they are alive today? They were just reported, allegedly, that Katumo Boakai was not all right. She was taken out of the country, and the Labrampo took care of her. Let's disagree with President Samuel Kanyadu about maybe how he handled the country and what happened that led to the war, contributed, whatever it is. Great. Let's disagree with him on that. But there are some lines that we must not cross. We can't make everything with politics. And we can't use other people as pawns because of politics. All this foolish noise that's going around when this woman has not been laid, this first lady has not been laid to rest, it's uncomfortable. Let me say this today. George Weah is president today, was president a few months ago because of President Doe, whether you like it or not. Joseph Boakai is president today because of President Doe, whether you like it or not. These are facts. President Doe was the first indigenous, in other words, you'll call it country people president. President Doe. Not only that, George Weah, his career in football, it was boosted, promoted, supported directly by President Doe. If anything, President Doe's wife should be respected, cherished, and loved by these two people. This Joseph Boakai you're talking about today. When you hear Joseph Boakai talking about Liberia or bread basket or whatever, it was only Doe, it was Doe who gave Joseph Boakai a chance to become minister. If anything, you should take care of this woman. You shouldn't have done that. Both of you failed to take care of this woman. And y'all will make it look like politics or you're joking. It's not a joking matter. It's not a joking matter. It speaks volume of the future. Even President Taylor, y'all listen to this, oh. President Taylor, who y'all clean king to get rid of Doe. President Taylor was magnanimous to this woman. He was nice to this woman that passed away, the first lady. He was respectful to her. Her children have said, and the records are there. President Taylor. Y'all who the quote-unquote country people, they can take care of your own. And this is why I don't believe in that your country and Congo politics thing. I believe the country people have done worse to Liberia than the Congo people. I will continue to say I'm a countryman's son, I'm a countrywoman's son. I will continue to say that it's proven records over record that you guys who call yourself country people don't have your own people at heart. Look at how you're treated Nancy Doe. Look, I see United Party people won't take credit. Don't take no credit for this. Joseph Boakai is as he contributed equally to the woman suffering the job we are. In fact, we were 12 years when we were earning, and you were countryman. I want to see the record where he ever advocated for the woman to get her benefits. And he became president almost 1 year, 6 months now. Why he never reinstalled the woman benefit? Why he never took care of all this time? So this is wrong. Today we're talking about Nancy Doe. You remember, Joseph Boakai, you on departure. Your woman cartoon will be here. John Weah, you don't know what could be happening to you. I know Clara Weah is from different country. But remember that she has foundation in that country and she has things going on in that country. Remember that. She might want her benefit too. When other people come and start treating her or start treating your children, you got children. Joseph Boakai, you got children in that country. You see, these are the things we're to say that people get very other AL. You don't take the thing as all serious. You hurt your own people. So maybe I know we're getting ready for the news bulletin over there. I just want to chime on this, and we shouldn't be making this thing out of joke. I see the country, people passing around, cow, just distracted, no focus, easily moved. The things that we're supposed to be speaking about, we're not speaking about it. The places our energy and focus will be is not there. Just distraction from one distraction to another. And this is bad. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'll be honest, I put this on the feet of President George Weah and the feet of Joseph Boakai. Two of them benefited from President Doe's wife the most recently. Gentlemen, I think the news bulletin is coming on. Let me go to the news bulletin. Right after that, we'll come back and you guys can maybe throw light on this and then we'll take it from there. I'm very sorry. I see Micah David already setting up in the back end. So is that okay with you, Mr. Dolan?
Oh, yes, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, Mr. Masale, is that okay with you? Mr. Masale?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasant good evening, RCR News Bulletin at 7. My name is Micah Davis. In the headlines, Monrovia City Court denies former House Speaker Funati Kofa and others' request to dismiss the Capitol building arson case against them. Information Minister Jeremy Pia issues clarity on the standard used by President Boakai to recognize and honor some government entities for best performance. Civil society organizations in Liberia, supported by Action Aid, are currently conducting a 4-day workshop focused on a national CSO's domestic resource mobilization dialogue on financing for development in Monrovia. And away from Liberia, the head of the main police station in Kenya, capital Nairobi, has been detained over the killing of a young blogger in police custody, independent investigators say. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. The Monrovia City Court has denied former House Speaker Funati Kofa and others' request to dismiss the Capitol building arson case against them on grounds that it lacks merit. Magistrate Ben Bako on Friday ruled that state prosecutors have established probable cause regarding the charges against the 4 lawmakers in connection to the December 18, 2024 fire incident at the Capitol building. The court's June 13, 2025 decision means that the 4 lawmakers, Councillor Funati Kofa, Dixon Sibo, Abu Kamara, and Jacob Debbie, will be transferred to Criminal Court A for prosecution consistent with law. Following the court's decision, Liberia's Solicitor General, Councillor Augustine Fayal, said the state will now proceed before the grand jury of Montserrat County to obtain an indictment against the defendants. The 4 lawmakers are facing charges ranging from arson, criminal attempt to commit murder, aggravated assault, criminal facilitation, among others. Though defense lawyer Councillor Junita Masakwe took exception to the court's ruling, it was observed that defendants Funati Kofa and Dixon Sibo, who were regular during the proceedings, did not appear for the ruling on Friday, but defendants Jacob Devi and Abu Kamara were present in court. In reaction to the court's ruling, lead defense lawyer, Councillor Jonathan Masakwe, said the decision from the Monrovia City Court is just the beginning of the legal process. He said the burden of proof is now on the state to prove their allegations against his clients. Information Minister Jeremy Pia has issued clarity on the standard used by President Boakai to recognize and honor some government entities for best performance. He said the recognition and honoring were not based on the institution's overall performance, but based on specific targets. The Information Minister disclosed that the recognition focused on two foundational priorities: the development and publication of service delivery charters and strengthening internal systems within the institutions. He said these targets were met by the public institutions recognized and honored by President Boakai on Thursday at the ministerial complex in Monrovia. During the signing of the performance contract for the next cycle of the performance management and compliance system, several public institutions were recognized as best performing entities. The Liberia Agriculture Commodity Regulatory Authority, or LACRA, Jackson Evdo Memorial Hospital, and the Ministry of National Defense were honored as the top three best. The Information Minister made a clarity Thursday night on a government-run social media platform. Civil society organizations in Liberia, supported by Action Aid, are currently conducting a 4-day workshop focused on national CSOs Domestic Resource Mobilization Dialogue on Financing for Development in Monrovia. At the opening of the 4-day dialogue, Action Aid Liberia's country director Elizabeth Johnson highlighted Liberia's struggle with a deepening debt crisis and its effects on civil society organizations and the citizens of the country. Madam Johnson emphasized that the debt system is not only accelerating, but is also unjust and broken, contributing to the climate crisis and requiring repayments in foreign currency. She urged civil society actors to address the root causes of the crisis, as it is having a detrimental impact on the country. She stressed that the consequences of Liberia include widespread inequalities, the collapse of public services, environmental degradation, and erosion, among other issues. Madam Johnson used the platform to encourage participants in a 4-day dialogue to engage in meaningful discussions and to seize the opportunity to reject harmful measures that have been implemented. A group calling itself Concerned Women of Nimba County has publicly opposed Senator Yard Twain's stance against the ArcelorMittal Liberia Phase 2 expansion, highlighting their belief in the importance of investment and job creation in their communities. In a press statement, the women characterized Senator Twain's campaign as reckless and divisive, arguing that the project is crucial for providing nearly 10,000 jobs to local families. The women noted that while they recognize some unmet commitments from ArcelorMittal, they believe in the importance of fostering dialogue and peaceful negotiation rather than resorting to measures that could disrupt the investment. They commended Nimba County Superintendent Meape Kougono for her balanced leadership throughout the project's launch, emphasizing the need for local leaders to collaborate in order to secure better outcomes for the affected communities. You are listening to a bulletin of news from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated on Truth 96.1 FM. We broadcast from the heart of Pinsville in Dupont Road outside Monrovia. In more news, a high-level technical team from Turkey has ended an assessment of the Rabat International Airport facilities. The 6-man Turkish team on Thursday conducted a comprehensive evaluation of the airport facilities, the runway conditions, and the overall infrastructure to determine the necessary upgrades and enhancements needed. The team visit to Liberia comes following a diplomatic overture earlier this year when Liberia's Foreign Minister Sarah Besleyanti held talks with Turkish President Recep Erdogan. During the engagement, Minister Yanti conveyed the interest of President Bouakai in establishing a government-to-government partnership aimed at upgrading and expanding the Rabat International Airport. Speaking following the conclusion of the assessment on Thursday, the Turkish delegation head, Levant Sanel, lauded the government of Liberia and disclosed that their mission is to assess the RRA for its possible expansion and renovation. Also making remarks, the port manager of the Rabat International Airport, James Morba, lauded the Turkish government and President Joseph Boakai for their support towards the aviation sector in Liberia. Out of Liberia now, the head of the main police station in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, has been detained over the killing of a young blogger in police custody, independent investigators say, as well as Officer Commanding Station Samson Talam, another policeman, PC James Mokwan, plus a technician accused of disabling the station's CCTV have also been arrested. About Odwan's death sparked protests after doctors refuted a police claim he had died from self-inflicted injuries caused by hitting his head on a cell wall. Instead, they concluded that it was likely the result of an assault. At least 23 people have been questioned and 5 others removed from active duty while an independent investigation takes place. Mr. Ojwan, 31, died in police custody last weekend after he was arrested over a post on X, formerly Twitter, that was allegedly critical of Deputy Inspector General of Police Iliam Lagand. In an initial statement, police said Ojwan was found unconscious in his cell and rushed him to a city hospital where he succumbed to head injuries allegedly sustained from banging his head against the wall. But an autopsy report and an investigation by the police watchdog, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, ruled out the possibility that Mr. Odwan might have killed himself. Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja has since retracted the earlier statement and apologized for what he called misinformation from his juniors. And elsewhere, Nigeria's president has pardoned the late activist Ken Saro 30 years after he was executed. Along with 8 other campaigners, Saro was convicted of murder, then hanged in 1995 by the then military regime. Many believe the activists were being punished for leading protests against the operations of oil multinationals, particularly Shell, in Nigeria's Ogoni land. Shell had long denied any involvement in the executions. Though the pardons are being welcomed, some activists and relatives say they do not go far enough. As well as issuing the pardons on Thursday, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu bestowed national honors on Mr. Saro and his fellow campaigners who were known as the Ogoni Nine. To end this news bulletin, a recap of the headlines. Monrovia City Court denies former House Speaker Fonati Kofa and others' request to dismiss the Capitol building arson case against them. Information Minister Jeremy Pia issues clarity on the standard used by President Boakai to recognize and honor some government entities for best performance. Civil society organizations in Liberia, supported by Action Aid, are currently conducting a 4-day workshop focused on national CSO's domestic resource mobilization. And out of Liberia, the head of the main police station in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, has been detained over the killing of a young blogger in police custody, independent investigators say. That's RCR News Bulletin at 7. My name is Maka Davis.
We are back. Marka Davis is leaving us, folks. Let's share the show. Just before Mr. Dole or anybody else coming, I want to express my Some people might say it's personal or whatever you want to term it as. But I want to express my disappointment. I want to express my disappointment in former President Doe's daughter. While we are still talking about the other political actors who never helped the former First Lady, I'm highly disappointed in President Doe's daughter.
But Ali Masale and the rest of the team, they are already seated. Yes. So, Steve, we're back after the news bulletin, and we can continue now with all of our politics, everything already happening. Yes. So,
thank you. So why before you join us, I was just saying I wanted to make this comment before I forget. I'm highly disappointed in President Doe's daughter. First of all, she has not laid her mind to rest. I don't see what kind of human being that really care about your parent, that even in your mourning time, you take time off to get involved in political shenanigans and talking plenty and just talking. I'm very disappointed in her. I don't think she's showing any kind of honor or respect for her dead mother. I don't think so. There was no rush here, no emergency to go on any show or to do any interview with anybody. The focus should be on mourning. You can't be grieving. You can't be mourning and be making noise. I mean, okay, so then how other people even respect your mom? It speaks volume. So it's a disgrace. She dishonored her mother. I mean, I don't understand what her mindset is, who's advising or whatever it is. There was no need to do all this extra, to even be in the media and be talking plenty. No need for, you shouldn't even be mediating who should bring cow, who shouldn't bring cow. You shouldn't even be talking, receiving gifts. No. Now that kind of time where I don't care what happened, you lay low. After then you'll get to the issues. Let your mom be laid to rest first. I don't care if you care about my feeling, Chaba. It's not about my feeling. It's about saying the truth. It has nothing to do with feeling, you know. So it's disappointing. It's annoying. It's very frustrating. I think she needs to exercise restraints and focus on the burial and laying her mom to rest. And then after that, she can get into the politics, the conversation, whoever did that, whatever it is. But let me say this, though. From my own assessment, in as much as I've criticized President George Weah, from my own assessment, my personal assessment, her anger towards President George Weah is driven and motivated by emotions. I'm not sure if she got any kind of emotional attachment to George Weah or what happened to them before. It wouldn't be surprising to me if President George Weah wanted to put on e-chicken or whatever it was in the past. It would not be surprising to me. But this particular move she's making is mostly emotional than being logical or trying to reason. It's emotional. And it was more like a payback time. I'll get back at you. Well, that's what you get sometimes. That's what some of us, the men will get, you know, when they're talking about the men. So that ain't it. But yeah, Mr. Dollar, what say you?
Thank you very much. All these brothers on the wonderful show are glad to be here tonight to say one or two words concerning about the turning issues in our country. More especially the late Madame Doe. For me, I knew her personally, and I met her in person on several occasions in London, and she was a woman who was down to earth, which I know of. But for her burial to be turned to this kind of drama in our political discourse, I really don't like to hear it or see it. Or that's a behavior of our people. To like grow up in a country today where everything is politics. And some of the political discussion or ideas can sometimes be insignificant or high. That's it. And the actors in that particular situation, from my observation, some people did not act very well. Well, it happened, and that's it. So what I can tell by me, like what Steve just said, that when your parent pass, you have anything in mind, you need to keep it until after the burial. Then you can come out to express your feeling. But while the old lady stays in a funeral home have not been buried, and this kind of argument is going on here and there, and rest of it are going to the top show to explain what been happening here and there. I don't think it was necessary. That's what I can say in that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Masala, you have anything to say because we want John strictly into the politics?
Yeah, or Steve, the whole issue you have just said it all. We've been talking at CT here, so I got nothing much to say on that.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you so much. Maybe anything you want to say before we pivot into something that caught my attention that, and I'll give for the first time. We'll tell Fanatic Kofa what could possibly happen to him, what he needs to do now. But go ahead, Mabon. Anything you want to say?
Well, my brother just knew everything for me, myself, even traditionally, the way she sorted all of our errors, even in her disagreements that you just stated. No need to go that far. But again, that thing, however, that happened, and I think she's regretting some of her actions and so forth, even accusing other people. You know, in fact, first people were thinking that it was all about George Weah. But then later on, when she went on Spoon, she was saying, no, I think I don't have much issues with former President George Weah. I will fight it in fact so that we can reconcile. That means that tells you that no need to even waste my time now beyond all of these things. Sometimes the emotions that you just stated, the way women react to things, that's why it's not good when we say these things. Sometimes the women want to care first. You don't put all of your emotion into things. Take your own time on how you handle situations, because situation will come with a lot of stress, depressions, and so forth. But you want to fight people, you want to insult people, you want to accuse people, then that's it, my brother. So you just know everything, nothing much.
Thank you, Mabon. Before we go to the line, there's something I wanted to point out. I think it's very important. That comes to the Capitol building and all the distraction that's going on. You know, a few years ago, before I go into it, because I will call his name, so let me openly thank him for transparency's sake. Since I came to the politics of Liberia talking about it, I've spoken with Mr. Alexander Cummings on the phone 3 times. Can you imagine? Even though they're not cussed all year, they're not accused all year, I've spoken to him on the phone 3 times. The first 2 times was on black numbers. I never had Mr. Alexander Cummings' number, ever. I've never asked for it. I never reached out for it. Even though politics is not church business, but when you're dealing with people, it's good to be transparent, to come out and say the truth. Because we got to operate transparent. When we are holding other people accountable, you know, we got to be accountable too as well, right? So yesterday, I was sitting and I saw on my phone Alexander Cummings, because when you call me, my phone will tell me who calling me. Yes. I don't know about you, but me, it will tell me who called. It will put your phone name there. So I thought it was a joke. I was on the phone and I asked to click over, and I clicked over. And we spoke. For the very first time, we spoke very lengthily. I want to say in this open manner, thank you, Mr. Cummings, for the call. I appreciate it. We talk about a lot of different things. You know, outside of politics, and in politics, just by the conversation, my personal assessment yesterday, this is the first time we talked leftily. Mr. Cummings is a decent human being. Let me say again, he's a decent human being. Not good. He's a decent human being. And I say this to make connection to what happened in Fanatikofa quickly. Do you know what it means for people to, and I know that can slide with me. Let me be clear. Oh, I'm not the one who let leave it with God. I'm not that guy. No. I have people who know me. You don't mess around and you go. No, that's not true. That is not true. Oh, you will pay for it. You will. That's the kind of man I am. I don't fool around. You mess around certain way, you cross certain lines, you will pay for it. I don't care how long, I will make you pay for it. So, with everything this man went through, when I asked him the question, because I wanted to pick his brain too, about what happened in relations to Fanatikofa, his most recent appearance, standing for Fanatikofa, whatever it is. For this man to tell me, for Mr. Cummings to tell me on the phone, Steve, this was never personal. It's never personal for me. It can never be. I was stunned. I said, but Mr. Cummings, I don't know. I don't know what kind of human being you are. Oh no, that crap ain't flying by me. No way. Me, Joseph Baga will pay for what he did. Everybody who Jumbly will pay for what? You so put that kind of crap on you, slap? You serious? Oh, I will seek the opportunity to get you. But that's me, right? They are different. Let me say this to Fanatikofa. Fanatikofa, in as much that I don't support you, but me, on Sktv, we are people who can say the truth. Even when we disagree with you, we say, when we support you, we don't support you, we say the truth. This role you are on playing with these guys, if you do not pull what Mr. Cummings pull from an international standpoint to get a thing to stop or to get a foolishness to go, these guys will disrobe you and disgrace you in our country. Oh, you have said nothing. Those boys, look, they play no boys there for you. If I were you, you better start thinking out of the box and don't stay with that laboratory thing. Don't fool around with these boys. Do not. They're hell bent on destroying you. I'm saying it to you. If you think you and I are playing, if you think your God is seeing agenda, if you think you cool with Joseph Boaga or Joseph Boaga cool with you, fool around and see. And we told you when you came from what that place name, when Joseph Boaga came to the Pope, we told you said Joseph Boaga would disgrace you. Ain't you will lie on the show? Okay, we're giving you another call again. Try it. The way they bought and playing for you. Anyway, I'll leave it as that. You can listen anyway. You can put them who you can listen to, who you can talk.
Yes, indeed. So my brother to just add up to what you just said, you know, sometimes people accuse us, oh, you people, you're siding with these people because quote unquote you're interacting with them. And I just like some of these things that you thought the job brought all right. Let me tell our people out there today that Steve just stated one of the happening. That means some of you think that we're close to these people. No, we are not. There is Anna Cummings, the George Weah, the Honorable Musa Hassan Bedet, all of the people they think about. No, we don't even tell them that. We don't even communicate. In fact, let those government officials who are not taking things from on the internet, let them go and check as to whether we are communicating or not.
Come here with our own. The only person that, unless they say don't talk about it, because I know we don't be talking anything about whatever. The only person that we have talked the most of all the politicians that brought that deal on, I'll give him that credit.
Seriously?
I've spoken to him once on the phone. One time he called me, I didn't even know that. I've not spoken to him since that time once. And that was the time he was in CPP. Once. It was for a few minutes. And that was it. So, like you said, we're not part of, but let's get to the thing I want to point before open the line, because I wait for Mr. Dole and Masale to respond to this. Guys, you're sorry. I just wanted to make sure I bring this up, so that we can clarify. But again, to what the guy name? Fanatikofa, you want to listen? Good. You don't want to listen? We'll be here, we'll remind you. They see why we told you that they will remove you. I don't care what you do. They are going to remove you. That there is no formal enemy. You never believe us. Today we are here. I'm saying to you, if you don't take the necessary step, don't think out of the box, and you play that labrador play, you're going to code, you'll be running around, whatever it is, those boys will disgrace you. I'm telling you it today. They will disgrace you. They will not only disgrace you, they will disrobe you. You even see nothing here. But let me leave it as that. Let me come to this because this caught my attention because the fanatical thing is a shield. We said it on the show before. Joseph Boaga is not a respecter of law. Joseph Boaga is a criminal and a crook. I'm saying it. The network. I said it. And I stand by it, by his behavior. Joseph Boaga has behaved criminally at his age at all levels. And you know this thing where you come on social media and you say, oh, the president didn't know anything about it or whatever it is. That's not true. It's not true. It is not true. Joseph Boaga knows about exactly what we're about to talk about. We come and talk about it. From Page Africa to the credit. Joseph Boaga has behaved criminally over and over and over and over again. And you know what? They wanted to bring the fanatical thing inside to be able to confuse you, to be able to carry away, to sway you because they are doing dirty things behind closed doors. Do you know that they're not even increase the taxes in the country to 10%, to 12%? They may not increase the taxes. They don't want you to know that. They have increased the taxes on you in the country. That's why they brought
from 10% to 12%.
To confuse you.
Also go up.
Okay, so but here's something that's interesting. Let me read this quick. Front Page Africa. Credit to them. This article came out, in fact, today. Prince Moi is accusing his government. Prince Moi is accusing his government of corruption. To take Joe Boaga criminal. Joe Boaga is a certified criminal. But let me read it to you so you can hear. Monrovia, the chairman of the Senate Ways and Means Committee, the Ways and Means and Finance, Prince Moi, has condemned the executive branch of government. You're listening, has condemned the executive branch of government for negotiating the controversial global tracking, a marital, a cargo tracking note contract without legislature's knowledge, involvement, or ratification. That Prince Moi calling Joseph Boaga criminal, yeah. I mean, Joseph Boaga, Prince Moi say Joseph Boaga that criminal. Prince Moi say that will go for your way. You know, I stand with Prince Moi. I saw wear my share from Bonkante today. Remember, I got my Bonkante share. Tomorrow I'll wear on the show. I will wear Bonkante jersey tomorrow. The United Party lawmaker, Prince Moi not only accusing United Party, Prince Moi also accusing the president that the president is a criminal because this act, that criminal act. Y'all listen to this. The United Party lawmaker said the deal was revised in secrecy. Y'all remember the yellow machine? Y'all remember the Ayololo bosses? The sinking Joseph Boaga did that the sinking is doing. The United Party lawmaker said the deal was revised in secrecy in disregard of the constitutional protocols and previous recommendation issued by the Senate following its own probe into the original agreement. Y'all listen, yo. Prince Moi say, let me bring it up for my own man and go to the land. Prince Moi say, Joseph Boaga went in secret. The Senate told them, say, they will not do it that way, they will not do it that way. Joseph Boaga said, I fly. You're not listening to them. Joseph Boaga said, Prince Moi there, normally they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what's going on. They should shut that boy and go sit down. And Joseph Boaga then went and signed the deal. But here's the part that's interesting. Speaking during the Senate regular session on Thursday, Senator Moi raised concern over what he described as executives' failure to engage lawmakers to provide any form of briefing on the status of the GTMS and CTN renegotiation process. He argued that despite the Senate's earlier resolution recommending either cancellation or renegotiation of the contract to address identified flaws, the executive acted unilaterally without returning to the legislature for the ratification. Now listen to this. That's your bog and shamo. That's your bog and shamo. Listen to what the short man say. Primo, we did not get any redress. What are the executive? This is quote or exactly Primo we're talking about. Quote, we did not get any redress. What are the executive went ahead to renegotiate the particular contract all we are seeing on social media and some of the platform is that a very unique contract has now been entered into by the government of Liberia, represented by the National Port Authority, Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, and the Justice Minister, and the Liberian Revenue Authority, Senior Senator Prince Moyi. That's what Prince Moyi said. Mr. Dole.
Yeah.
You, when a senior senator, a senior member of the Unity Party, somebody who campaigned for Joseph Yuma Bwaga, is calling Joseph Yuma Bwaga a criminal.
You know, it's a joke. Let me make my late comment on this thing here. From my observation is, to be honest, the problem we have in that country is we then suppose they have legislative powers to summon people when they find out that they are doing some dodgy issue. They have that legislative power. You can make a comment on the air. You can expose people, but you still got power in your hand to summon some people when you see something going wrong. Why they have not doing that? That's the first thing they're supposed to do. Some of the people that relevant people that involved in this kind of clandestine activity. So I would not talk too much about it until they get some of these people for them to get verification on the situation that going on. Because anything have to do with the tax and thing, then you have to pass through the House of Representatives and Senate to concur with it. So the executives can only make a proportion and send it to the Senate and the representative for appropriate approval. But if that is not done, the Senate or the representatives, they have a right to sum out the final minister and relevant people that are involved in that thing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Primo then fair. The men say to the again wow. If we Masale, what you said before go to the land. Primo he said the men again wow way say to the food there. He said to the criminal, to the food there. So what's going on?
Yeah, the problem, this Unity Party government is going to be the most corrupt government. Any government where there is no check and balance. These are things that you should expect. But today, just watch Unity Party people coming call Primo crazy man. Because when you support the government and they are corrupt or they are doing something, you speak out. They refer to you as crazy man. So now you can call you by a Prince Moyi, they coming to be the two crazy men Unity Party government. This government, they will be more corrupt than any government in Liberia. You see, the whole government, Joseph Baka, the executive running the whole government. So that's not something strange. That's what I have to say.
Okay, yeah, let hear from our people. Yeah, my people, my Oman, Primo, he said, yeah, my Primo, amo. I think it's Primo, amo.
Yeah. Steve,
is that better you are speaking or what?
Primo, you talking.
Primo, no, somebody can speak better.
Yeah, I said Primo, you talking. I said Primo, amo.
Yeah, I think Steve have just spoken Opella just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Yakadi.
At least that people speak different language in the town.
Okay, and I will let me go to the last because I got issue with you.
When you just say in that's the word that you can say.
Yeah, but I go ahead quickly your name and from where Johns.
Yeah.
What I want me now. That's the better yo.
It's the same thing. That's the same word.
Akpe mean you finish talking there. Finish. I just put a finish there. Akpe.
You talk.
So this is David King, and I do join you from my residence.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, today, like Aliu said, Primoy will be referred to as somebody who is not mentally stable. Because the guy intolerant to speaking truth to power, I think it is unprecedented. It is something that we haven't seen. When people speak truth to power, they brand you all sorts of names. Why President Bwaka, who said he came to rescue us in this country, will increase taxes on us, only because he feel like Liberian people are just talkative and they don't do anything. And this is what Mr. Baka is taking advantage of with the Liberian people.
Even the citizen ID card right now, you gotta stay in long line.
I was just driving through Monrovia, not Monrovia, but Beansville today, and when I look across the road in front of Lone Star, I saw the long queue. So I started asking questions. I said, well, what Lone Star giving her? Is it kind of Bodasa or what? They said, no, I said, it's handicap business, posting in line. A very long line. So you see, everything in our country on the Buckeye, it's just going down the drain, going down the drain. If we don't wake up to this man will crash the country like something like an airplane that crash into the ground.
All right, thank you so much to this. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Abby Johnson calling for people station number 4 Mosuraro. So the issue is that you see, I was talking to people yesterday. I said the government trying to speak on the country, but people trying to sway the public to that hot issue. Similar thing I was just saying.
From 10% to 12% out of the GST or the taxes and so forth.
Yes, well, I'm coming now. So the issue of free wage. Similar thing I was saying concerning the oil deal that they getting to Nuka. The government want the citizens to be paying attention to the hot issue, and then they be carrying on all kind of funny planning thing to see from the country. So the citizens got to understand how they see these things from far off, and we talk it because we understand issue and we can follow issue and we can follow certain information. So this information I give on the radio is always correct. The government is trying to see from its citizens. The government not in the favor of the citizens. The president trying to reach here a friend that is said that we anytime they never got anything. So they're trying to use this opportunity to rob the country. So we gotta watch up, or else the country will get you something what will not understand.
All right, thank you so much. So this call off the people that in Kenya they can protect you. You're joking. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mibo, and your co-host in the diaspora.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Firstly, let me speak to Veronica Doe issue. You know, Veronica Doe has
you got only 1 minute, though.
Yes, she has proven that she neglected her mother. Let me tell you, naturally, you don't expect any other never person to take care of your mother. You, Veronica Doe, you are proven to be a disgrace to the Doe family. If you are sitting here as an educated woman and accusing other people, what did you do for your woman when she was alive? That's why you should be telling us. Now we are and other people that you are accusing. So that's a complete disgrace. And for you as a young lady, you neglected a woman and you are the result of the cause of your woman. So you should take that particular blame. Nobody should be in a blame for the death of your woman. And lastly, maybe, you know, Jota Imabwaka, for us, is not a stranger to us. We knew very well that Jota Imabwaka lacked the leadership. That's why the country is running as it is. The rescue mission now, they are looking for money all over. They are increased taxes on every pixel.
Don't go stay all loud together. Citizen Adika, sit down here, be talking plenty. Yes, so let's go to good evening.
Good evening, Bebo.
Yeah, my dear, go ahead.
Thank you. This is William Covey, and I joined this conversation for day 3. Well, it's sad. It's very, very sad. You know, for a short paragraph that has to be comprehended by a young man is giving difficulties. I think Liberia, we need to pray for some of our young brothers who are even in this country and abroad. Framework said, I don't know what the executive have resound the CTF and the global tracking note. Whenever you hear that word, what it means the person is preempting. They are not exact. They are in a subjective move.
But what was him? Hello, my name is. So what was him when all the agreements, all of the negotiations, everything was ongoing? No. I'm asking you, what was him? Because we in fact, this was one of the reasons why the citizen government was voted out.
Okay. So that's what it meant is telling you that I cannot be sure that whether it be the personal exact. We now know whether the executive has done it. The mentally, but what we are saying is something calculated. Somebody speaking at that, it means look, the man is not exact as to what I
executive not signed, but they receive 900,000.
It's okay. And we'll respond to him. It's okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah, indeed, we'll respond. Anyway, yeah, let's call up. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Mabel. Let me say very big thank you to you and the other four. And bro, this is the same way I usually joining from a looking down resident. Mabel, like you said, and we'll continue to say, this old man want to plunge this country into a very, very dangerous situation that at the end of the day, for some of us who have a little better, our little children will not be able to manage. That we believe we will not allow. Like you said to Kofa, we support Kofa. But Kofa, you said, need to be careful. We talk Kofa over and over. You can't be opposition and at the same time see that you part of the ruling party. You can't wait. You see where we are today? We encourage Kofa to call international people to see how best. All of these things will be checkmated by international friends. The welcoming day. Then the issue of Mommy Do. I think the lady she going across the bound. Very disappointing. I listened to her get accuses open or killing your mother. She said she didn't believe in tradition. But if you just somebody wish of your mother, Mommy Do at this kind of time, besides even for George, we are never going to job your by saying so your father. Your father is your captain to where he is as your father. But let me say, very big thing to the great leader women who are getting and within a little girl, she want to bring more noise than even uniting the family. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. To this caller quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, Labor, this is who we are called from Grand Bassa to be precise, compound number 3.
Okay, go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, the issue has to do with you have to do first of all. But the country here, we need to share the country here and share the money.
I'll cut you off. What can I tell you that? So what about going me? Are we here? So where we go?
Where are we heading? Where are we heading now? Because the one you want to bring the other one here is frustrated. Want to bring the other brother is frustrated. Today, no understanding.
Your guest lesson Adika from your end there. You people have the line, your EQ.
The people we can be EQ 3 o'clock, we can go there in the level. Some of us can even come out to the level, go there, no way that will come by again, that they won't go. We tell you that to December, you won't go. We are very suffering. And now the city coming, some of us will not get city money from the Bengal. So I don't know. So I say we must share the country here and share the money.
All right, thank you. But we're not settle, bro. Me, I disagree. Hello, to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, once again, this is our family. I join a discussion from the legal market, the legacy of former president. We are. Attention is due to this case involving Honorable Kofa and us. Our justice system in this country so that the people who call legal-minded people with a little statement can get all confused. Okay. And so now, in the outside world, they will look down on our justice system. If this case was not an international case that they were judging in area of Kenya, that why our lawyers in the country will go there, the judge in Kenya, will take our evidence from social media. You will take something on social media that if you are reliant to go prosecute somebody. What can I still get in the country? So,
my man, you got a citizen Adika? Me now I want to know first.
The one I get it, but the other executive order, I don't know how the executive order will finish. That is, they let them want the issue again, we'll go get it because the permanent are looking for us in the country. I don't know the one tell me they put it. See what they do is it's so far to start out. Because somebody was telling me that they put it and I'll show or come down to them now.
My young man, see the people, man. Need the people. We're gonna tell you this. Then second to the last caller, then we move on to our panelists. Good evening. I will take Charles Cooper.
Thank you for giving me your last caller. This is the first obedience in you from Stockholm to Shifu.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Let me just start with something I heard just now. Somebody saying or senator. And you see how we look in the country, yeah? Senator would depend on. You're saying the senator guessing. What about name and me? Peter Salem, me where is so good here. If a senator is guessing and you are proud to say the senator was guessing, you will not show you are saying something. Can a senator be guessing? Senator? Hey, that senator is not just senator or rescue senator. Then you are so brave to tell us that I know how some of these guys can comprehend. That comprehension question should go to you. For senator is getting what I'll do at this time.
All right. Quickly, Charles Cooper, we gotta go. Charlie, good evening, my dear brother.
Good evening, Mabon.
Yeah, my brother, you've been struggling, but go ahead, quickly.
Yeah, Mabon, on the national citizen ID card issue, like I told you the last time, I think there is a serious capacity gap.
They said some government official, if a son civil servant, they haven't taken pay because they have to carry the citizen ID card.
I think the government did not do the Liberian people well because the government should have done a SWOT analysis and come up with the capacity measure, but there's a serious capacity gap. Maybe I take my ID card, I told you, they will tell you 7 days after you get the ID card, but when you do the ID card after 7 days, when you
and hold on quickly, Charles, there's a QR, there's a QR scan behind that ID card. When you scan, you don't see anything. People keep complaining that there's no information.
Like I said, there's a serious capacity. You know the government did this thing to raise revenue. Neighbor.
Go ahead, quickly. You are last caller.
The sole intent of this thing was to raise revenue. That's why, but the government was not fully capacitated to initiate this process. But you know, our country, the Bible says the rich will always, the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer. So our politicians, they are the rich going like well, but they keep suppressing the poor people.
All right.
So we the classroom teachers that don't have enough salary to go and just raise money for, and then there's no capacity cap. There's no capacity when it comes to the program.
All right, thank you, Charles. Oh, Steve, let me be frank. Even the key hour scan of that citizen article, my brother, you scan it. Nothing you can see. No information. People keep complaining. Oh, maybe when I scan the article, I'm not seeing no information. Oh, and you're so wait. Sorry. Oh God. Which way we're going? We're back.
Yeah. Tomorrow, just before Masale can come and then Mr. Dollar, then I will say my statement, then you close. Tomorrow, folks, don't miss the show. It's heated on the Nima County Senator Nyatwaya. The North, and that's small North. They don't want to agree, but we will agree tomorrow on the show. We'll discuss a lot of things. No, the Papa Joe Bola people when kind of stealing Benin. Joe Bola people when kind of stealing. The Papa Nima County Senator and tell us that nobody they get there. And
that deal will go.
Tomorrow we'll discuss it. I see some demand and then making another bet. Y'all go sit down somewhere. We don't want to hear you. You're not ready. But when I hear from Masale, go ahead, please.
Yeah, excuse me. Thank you, Dad, and thanks to all the callers. Yeah, this issue about this whole my man, our country business, we even said no now. Liberia had to handle this thing now. Because this government, as we said, from the initial stage, in as much as Joseph Boakai started the government with lawlessness. And we, the Liberian people, we sat down, we look at him. This is something that if people, the opposition, when they put themselves together, this government is going to destroy our country. And the next government, when they take over, nothing they get to see in the cover. Joseph Boakai is going to be more corrupt than any other government. And when it comes to this issue, just as you said, Steve, we've been talking about this dual web business. Joseph Boakai worked with President Doe. What did you do? Say you were vice president for 12 years. And today everybody will say, oh yeah, Josh, we are. When Joseph Boakai was vice president for 12 years, what did he do for the Doe family? Now he's a president. The same thing, that's what I said. If mommy want to refuse anything, she should refuse it from Joseph Boakai, Josh Weah, and Madam Sedi. Because these three people, nothing they did for the family. It shouldn't just be one-sided. But today, under Josh Weah, they want to see everybody Josh Weah. Why? Joseph Boakai, who they made to be minister in his government, He served at 12 years vice president. What did he do? What advocate he carry on for the woman to get her things, her benefit? But that is Liberia right now. The country is highly politicized. Anything is about politics. And Mami, she should have known better. We said this thing, don't go on Spoon Network. Worry about burying your man. After that, before you go, family talk to her. But these are some of the things, when someone all come for Euro, when we go back home, we don't listen to our people again. We beat people now, they should listen to us. There are people I know that talk to her, she refused. And some of us, we even warn her, don't do that. But she be woman, she can do what she feel like doing. You see today how people drinking you on social media, bringing about your father on social media, while your mother is lying and you bury her here. What you sow is what you reap. Till we can see tomorrow. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Dollar, what say you?
Yeah, thank you very much for allowing me to say one or two words. I will start off with the political drama that going on to the court. For me, from my understanding, I knew very well that the lower court going to allow that case to go to the higher court because the case is in the interest of the government. So the government will do everything possible to disgrace whoever they want to disgrace. From onset, I'll always say this, from the beginning of this entire case, they didn't start the case the right way. And in any civilized society, any advanced country, the way they started their case, it was biased, very unprofessional, and if the state go further, the state go further with this case, the government state go further with this case, I don't think the government can win based on the physical evidence that we have seen in the entire episode. But in the thing here, I would blame fanatics. That's my personal opinions on this issue because I supported fanatic for refusing to resign based on the realities. I don't know why. The last time I was on the scene talk show, I said it, that fanatic should not resign no matter what happened until they go to the real procedure. I don't know who convinced him to resign. So resigning, these are the consequences now he's bearing.
Yeah.
These people will continue to drag him, to disgrace him, to mock him, like what Steve just said. So the best thing he can do, involve the international lawyers into this matter. Involve the international community into this matter, like what Alexander Kumi did in his own case. Because if it had not been for Selwyn Blair coming into the case, Mr. Kumi going to go to be teaching the elementary student there. That was the objectives of the CDC government. That's what they wanted to do with Mr. Kumi. Disgrace him, send him to keep him out to teach elementary school. That was their plan. And he said it, that was their plan. But because Mr. Kumi involved international lawyers, and international communities were involved, and the people back up, the government knew fully well that they have no evidence. They will stay dragging the situation to that level. So, Mr. Kofa, what I can tell you is your case started on the wrong footing. You need to involve the international community. Don't depend on the Liberian judicial system because we've been around that thing for ages. We know how we can run it. We've been in it. I know. I don't need to talk on the public domain here, but I know very well that how the judicial system can work in Liberia. They are very, very dangerous society in that country, the judicial system. So that's what I can say about fanatic issue. So the Adika, I always make a comment on this Adika issue. it's necessary that every citizen have an identification to indicate who you are, where you've come, what tribe you come from, what tribe you belong to, and which community you belong to, and this and that. And so since we are in a digital society now, I think the government should not rush with this thing here. They're supposed to have a relevant entities that will barcode each of these particular identity. So because their identity, even the one that we have in abroad here, when you enter your NR number, then the entire information of you can come up straight on the screen. So the barcode is something that when people scan it, every information on that particular ID card about that individual need to appear. If that is not happening, I think they need to stop it immediately and readdress the situation. And putting people on a queue to go for it, I don't think it's necessary. We'll pass that stage. Every communities, areas, and entity areas, people can just go there in an hour time and give their details and whatever. People should be there to take their details and make sure that these things then be processed. So, but everything about us is somehow corrupt practice we involve in it. So delaying the people will make someone to say, okay, let me bribe the man so I can get my thing quick. All this thing there is not necessary. That's what I can say.
Thank you, Mr. Dole. Well, Melbourne gone. Well, folks, that is it. We want to say thank you for today. Tomorrow we'll be back. I ain't got much to say. Everything I wanted to say, I said it. We'll call it a night. Let's be back tomorrow, the same time, the same place. Don't miss tomorrow. I know you know anybody may fail me right now. It will be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, good night, folks.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to serve. Blessing that time and that effort are rest. The person giving the care, the promise of them.